All right, folks, we back for another episode of the Fanboy Lair podcast. This is episode 9. We up to 9 now, Doc.
We're almost at 10.
Yeah.
We have 10. We should do something.
10.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got an idea for 10. I'm not going to say it. That's going to be funny.
But, so, well, you the one with the schedule since my OneNote is not syncing. So, please run down the things on the docket today.
So, today I'm going to talk about the Power Rangers movie. Well, we're going to talk about the Power Rangers movie, and I have a list of Easter eggs and a little bit of spoilers, too. So, if you haven't seen Power Rangers, I'm not going to timestamp it because I don't know how. So
I was about to say, just it's still it's still early, and like one of our listeners actually wants to see the movie. So let's try to steer clear of the spoilers.
Then I can't go. We might as well not even talk about any of the Easter eggs then, because some of them are spoilers. So
I'm just saying because it just came out last weekend. Well, fuck it, we only got 4 lists. Chris, we talking about you. I know you haven't seen it yet, so I'm trying to look out for you, bro.
Yeah, don't worry.
That's all it is.
We'll tiptoe. I'll try to tiptoe around.
I'll try to keep him in line.
Yeah,
I don't have a horn or nothing, but we're gonna it'd be a buzzer or something every time he about to go into spoiler territory.
All right, Jumanji movie finally gets a title, and I mean,
who cares? Exactly.
Marvel's Inhumans, it has an actual logo now. That's awesome too. The Venom movie is supposed to start production at the end of the year. We can share some thoughts on that. Then we can talk a little bit about the Spider-Man Homecoming trailer, which looks fucking fantastic. And also the new Justice League trailer that came out. I think that came out in between.
That came out Saturday.
All right, then we didn't. And then last week's DC shows, which were Arrow.
I honestly
that was
don't
great.
remember.
Don't worry.
Legends.
I remember Legends, and I just watched both episodes of Supergirl.
I just watched Supergirl earlier this morning, but
so did I. Yeah.
I watched Legends, and I went to go, turn it on my DVR. Like, I don't remember, we'll watch it.
Well, last week was the musical, so for Flash.
Yeah.
So that was good. We'll get into that too. But I guess we can start off with Saban's Power Rangers, the reboot of.
So you're gonna go in straight into Power Rangers?
That's the order I got it in. I could change it, but why? Who cares?
Right. Also, I wanted to try, if we have time, I seen, I'm starting to pay attention to what goes on with the podcast and people who listen. So you and Maud was saying you don't talk about video games that much. So I figure, why not we just have a segment, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, whatever you feel. Just have your corner, your time to ramble on about video games. Most of the time I realize I'm not the hardcore gamer that you guys are. I play my Ghost Recon.
It's okay.
Anything Uncharted. I'm going to play baseball when I get home.
Yeah. Did you work that out?
What?
With baseball? You're able to download it?
Yeah. It's already downloaded.
You didn't have to unsync your account or anything?
No. I just had to download it. Took all fucking day, but whatever. I will be playing that when I get home.
Yeah. I went on a lengthy rant, and this is how this came up on Facebook about Destiny.
Yeah. So we're gonna try to get through.
Yeah.
Keep the train moving. Not too many tangents, hopefully. And then we could just finish with your corner. Yeah. These are real thoughts of what he been thinking. It's like, no. So we could just have, work that out. But first, you say you want to go into Saban's Power Rangers. May I go first? Because I know you're the Power Rangers aficionado of the podcast, so I figured might as well let the expert go on first. I mean, go
second.
Second, and
please go right ahead. I mean, we both enjoyed the movies.
You clean up whatever.
Yeah.
So I saw it Friday night, the 10:40 show. I fucking enjoyed it. Me and my wife, we watched the movie. Felt like little kids again. I was telling her that the movie captured that whole nostalgic feeling that when I watched Power Rangers as a kid, I always wondered, like, damn, I would want to be a Power Ranger. Here I am, about to be 31, looking like, damn, I wouldn't mind being a fucking Power Ranger right now. Like, the movie's fucking awesome. I had issues with, what's his name, Zack's Zord? I didn't really like it. Looked more like a tarantula or something. It looked like a beetle.
Yeah, it didn't really look like a mastodon at all.
Yeah, it didn't. But
or a mammoth. That's what it was.
Yeah, mammoth. But that'll go. They could fix that in the second movie. I put on Facebook. I like the nod that they said, and of course it's out there already, Chris. You can go look in the trivia. It's out there.
It's really not that big of a deal.
Billy, you know, one of the things Billy said to Jason was like, "I'm on the spectrum," meaning he's autistic, and Billy's the Blue Ranger. And I don't know, I was driving and it dawned on me that the color for autism is blue.
Did not notice that.
I was like, yo, that is fucking awesome. And what way to think, you know, put thought into it. And also I kind of look at it as almost a kind of the making up for the Black Ranger being black and the Yellow Ranger being yellow.
Yeah.
You know, we're gonna, hey, we're going to try to get back in the good graces. I watched a review on IGN, and they were saying, Rita played, Elizabeth Banks played it up.
Yeah, she hammed it up, but I mean, that's what it is.
But my whole thing is, it fit into the narrative. It wasn't like
right.
It stood out like, oh god, this is awful. No,
you're right. It really didn't stand out. It didn't feel like, oh, this has no place here.
Yeah, and also I like to actually see Rita get down into the actual fighting. You know, when she was attacking Trini, I thought that was, again, that's in the trailer.
I'm about to say that was on the first trailer.
You see her doing that, you know, like, oh, okay.
Just know they didn't cut it out the movie.
Yeah. Like, I dig it. I dig it. And Bryan Cranston, I thought that was a full circle for him coming back to play Zordon after he did do 2 voices. And Billy's last name is after him.
Yes.
I thought, I figured it's one of those things where, like, dog, you gotta come back. You got to now. Like, yo, we honored you this much. What else can I say about the movie without spoiling it?
Yeah.
I don't know. I thought, again, Kimberly was hot.
Yeah.
I mean, I was wondering how they was going, I didn't really, once I saw the cast, I stayed away from the movie trailers and whatnot.
Yeah.
Until, like, last Thursday. But, Kimberly was actually rough around, I thought she was, like, rough around the edges where she was, they explained her story and why. Yeah. But she was more aggressive than her 1990s counterpart.
Yeah.
No,
yeah, definitely.
Again, different times. But I thought the cast was pretty good.
I love the cast, honestly.
I thought the cast was pretty good. It was, everybody had their own distinct character.
Yeah.
And I really liked Billy. Just you could see his manic thinking of.
You could.
He's
and like,
so focused on one thing.
In like every scene, too.
Yeah.
It wasn't just like, oh, here and there. It was like every scene. When he started talking, the majority of the time, he would just talk too much.
Yeah. And it was just, I liked the whole family dynamic of it.
Yeah.
Where you can see he was kind of a central character. He was a central character.
Yeah, he was the agent. He held everything together.
Yeah. So, I thought I thought the movie was damn good. I'm looking forward to the Blu-ray. Hopefully by the time it comes out, I have a 4K TV so I can just get it on 4K.
Those colors really do pop more than what you think.
Yeah.
It does. Like, all the trailers make it seem like really, really like dark and gritty, but like you really should think about it when they're playing like the Kanye West song in one trailer.
Yeah.
Like, that's really what it is. Like, the suits aren't dull. Like, it's not like a Captain America like newer colored suit. Like, the suits are really, really bright when you see them in the daytime. Like, they really stand out.
Yeah, it was way better than I thought it was gonna be. I seriously thought it was gonna be a tire fire.
Yeah,
I was gonna have to like defend, like, hey man, look, this is my shit. I fucks with this. I don't care what y'all say. But no, it was actually a good movie. Yeah. I think they did it justice. There are parts where you can tighten up, but this is the first Power Rangers movie since what, 95?
97. Turbo, a Power Rangers movie, was a theatrical release.
I don't acknowledge that.
It was, and I
know. I had the tape. I still got it. No, I recorded Seinfeld on it. So
that was a good idea.
But no, I think they did it justice. I said to you earlier after I seen it, I was kind of nervous that I know they said they have plans for a 6 arc.
Yeah, they don't really need to stretch it out that much.
I mean, you could get ended with the next group coming in or whatever.
I don't know if you can get. All depending on how they tell it.
Yeah, well, I say
how it
first of
works.
all, you got to get the 2.
Yeah, the sequel definitely has to improve on all the things that went wrong in the first one.
And what made me nervous is that there were 10 people in the theater I went to.
Yeah, I mean,
including me and my wife.
It's still 40 million opening weekend.
40 million,
and that's just in the U.S.
Okay.
So, it's gonna. I think what was the movie? 107 million or something like that.
To me, I think it was 150.
150. Yeah, it's gonna. It'll do well enough to get a sequel.
It has to clear. I think I told you like at least 250.
Well, I don't know. It's gonna do well enough to get a sequel. Like if they're already planning a sequel, it's gonna do well enough to get it. I think they already kind of like had like contingencies. They're like, listen, this probably isn't gonna sell as well as we want. So they probably set their bar lower, just like I set my bar lower when I went in and go watch the movie. So, and it did break the bar though. It did go above the bar, which is really good.
All right, well, that's my take, bro. Take it away. I'm gonna have my coffee and Guinness.
Yeah. So, immediately, like when I went into it, like I was just like, all right, I gotta brace myself because this can turn out really, really, really fucking bad. But like you were saying, the family dynamic of the characters and stuff like that was like spot on. Like it was like they like in a 93 iteration, it was just they just came together and they were just best buds and they just all knew how to work together.
But they was already friends in the.
Yeah, they were, except some of them weren't martial artists. Yeah. Billy and Kimberly, they weren't martial artists. It was just Trini, Zach, and Jason that knew the martial arts. But somehow they
Zach
just
had his own style.
Yeah. Yeah. So, but it's like, even them being friends, like, how do they just know how to work together as a team as well as they did? Like, this movie, like, played up on the, like, you're not just going to know how to work together with some brand new fucking alien technology right out the gate.
Training, yeah.
Yeah, they had to train, and then more importantly, they had to have, like, an emotional bond with each other to actually bring out their power, which I thought was pretty cool. That was a really nice way to go about it. And then it makes it seem like that whole thing that they played up on all the posters that kept saying "Together we are more," and I'm just like, I just referencing the Megazord, you know, just like that song from back in the day, 5 for 1, you know. But they literally meant like together. Those people who separate, they really didn't accomplish much of anything.
But that's basically the definition of a team.
Yeah,
that's like that's about to be the new Nike slogan.
Yeah.
Watch, Oregon Ducks gonna have it on one of their 13 jerseys next year. Watch.
Together we are more.
Yeah. Look, Ducks, Flying V. Look, Duck. All right. Another fan fiction. There you go.
But overall, like, I enjoyed it. Like, they a lot of people say Rita hammed it up. She did, and it was good. I think having like Bryan Cranston, Bill Hader, and then Elizabeth Banks in the movie like helped those young actors. And like another thing, I'm really hard on like the Power Ranger TV series because like the acting's just been like fucking awful, especially like the guy that plays Troy from Megaforce and Super Megaforce. That dude is like a plank when it comes to acting. Like these guys didn't look like super stiff or like out of place in the movie, nor did they just
the
Rangers in the movie. Yeah,
well, these are legit thespians.
Yeah.
No, if you watch only way I knew of the kid who played Billy. Damn, I'm 30. Yeah, he's a kid who played Billy. He was in that movie, Me, Earl, and the Dying Girl.
Yeah, I never watched it.
Got rave reviews, but I refused to watch another movie about a kid having like cancer or some shit.
Oh yeah, did you watch The Fault in Our Stars?
Yes, I did.
Oh yeah, see, that's where you went wrong.
What? I haven't. I think you're like the only person who didn't know I have a thing for Shailene Woodley.
Oh,
I do. Look, she protests. When she got arrested, it was so weird. Like, oh, okay. I looked at it. You good in my book now. But no, I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
You know, I say when I jumped off of Power Rangers in Turbo,
yeah,
I was seeing a decline.
Yeah, and acting quality. Yeah, it started to go down because those guys were around for so long. Like the majority of the team, like Adam was around since Mighty Morph. Johnny Young Bosch was around since Mighty Morphin. Jason David Frank, fucking Catherine, what's her name, Sutherland. They were all around since Mighty Morphin. So like they've been acting for like years at that point by the time they got the turbo, and then you just wipe the whole cast clean.
And you got that fucking annoying ass kid, yo.
Yeah, Justin.
Yeah. I told my nephew the story of how I literally remember the day I stopped watching Power Rangers.
That was it?
That movie.
Oh, the Turbo Power Rangers movie?
Made me literally stop.
Yeah, that was literally
I've never seen it.
Yeah, I mean, unless you're going to watch Power Rangers Turbo, there's no need to watch that movie because it's literally episode 1.
It was 3 episodes.
That's all it is. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's a feature-length film, but initially it's just 3 episodes of Power Rangers Turbo to tell you how they got their powers. Because if you don't watch that movie, you're going to watch episode 1, like a Turbo Beginning or whatever it's called, and they're just going to be like, yeah, man, that adventure was crazy. And it's just going to show a montage of them fighting from the movie, and then go, yeah, man, that whole thing was crazy. Glad Divatox is gone. Oh, shit, Divatox is back. And then it just starts right there.
Yeah, that's what you call them did. Star Wars, the Clone Wars.
Yeah.
That's what that Clone Wars movie was that everybody was pissed about.
Yeah.
They was mad because it was a movie, but they was like, if you would have put it out like you intended, 3 episodes,
yeah,
we'd have been happy.
Oh, you're talking about the CGI movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, that really and when you watch it, it even has like the narration from the cartoon. Like it's literally just a couple episodes put together without the credits in between.
It was a cash grab. But
yeah, pretty much. Same thing.
The series is still kind of like revered. Like people are like, yo, you gotta go back and watch Clone Wars.
I wish they said that about Power Rangers Turbo.
Then get past the movie, then you go watch Clone Wars. Yeah, and you'd be cool.
The series Turbo was like, I think the problem with it, and the problem that Power Rangers has, and the reason why the movie being campy is okay, is that it takes footage from Super Sentai. The problem was that the Sentai that Turbo took its look from was Car Ranger, and that was like a parody of Super Sentai. Like that shit was not serious at all. It didn't take itself serious in any way, shape, or form. But they tried to make them like look super serious. And if you watch like the episode when they make the Turbo Megazord, and then you watch it in the American version, and you wonder why the cars are like bumping around with each other, they're like the Japanese cast kind of just like, oh, like how do we fucking drive these? And the other Rangers are just like, maybe if I just fucking ram into you, like we'll make the Megazord. And I'm like, no, man, like that's stupid. But anyway, skip to towards the end of Power Rangers Turbo and watch. I think it's called Countdown to Destruction, where Divatox sends a bunch of Piranhatrons to destroy the command center. That was a good fight. They were outnumbered, and they actually lost. And that's another thing Power Rangers loses. But they lost that fight, which was pretty interesting.
What was that? Was that the series where the bull said, we're going to toss your salad? You ain't hear about that shit?
Yeah, I think that was. Yeah,
we're going to toss your salad. Like,
and that was the first Black Red Ranger, too, that said that.
Oh.
Yeah. That was him that said that. Oh, I remember that. Yeah, but back to Saban's Power Rangers. I'm looking at his list here of Easter eggs. There's actually one obscure Easter egg that nobody really pointed out, and I find it kind of funny that at least that I saw, no one pointed out yet. That there's a point in the movie where they say like, such and such is getting attacked. They're down by Reefside and Mariner Bay. So Reefside is the home of Power Rangers Dino Thunder. That's also the series that JDF made his comeback and became the Black Dino Ranger. And Mariner Bay, this is like the most obscure one because that's taken from Lightspeed Rescue. That's the city where they operate in. And that's also the series that had, I believe, the first and only American Power Ranger. I thought that was pretty cool.
Only American?
Yeah, there's only, as far as I know, there's only one Power Ranger that was ever created only in America. The Titanium Ranger is not from Go-Go 5. Okay,
that's what you meant.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm about to say, like, aren't they all American?
Yeah, no, yeah. American-made Power Ranger, yeah.
I thought you were like, what the fuck is Billy? Yeah. Canadian?
Yeah, like in America, you don't get a lot of Power Rangers, but then it's like a few times where, yeah, there you go. You got a sole American Power Ranger. So, and that's another reason why the series just goes off the deep end. They try to just stick to the Sentai so much.
What was the episode where it's like all the Rangers, like all the Red Rangers and
Forever Red from Power Rangers Wild Force? It was 11 Red Rangers up until that point.
Yeah,
and actually, the Red Ranger from that series is actually convicted of manslaughter. He stabbed his roommate with a sword.
Yeah, because he heard the tossed salad is now is required for every Red Ranger.
No, I thought, and this is wrong to me. I should have said this, but I thought like like, did he yell wild access as he did it? Like, that's the call when they morph. They say wild access. He just stabs him through the chest. So let me see here. 'Cause I don't want, without any spoilers. What can I? Do you think the dinosaur scene? You think if I say like what happened in that, is that a spoiler?
What is that?
You think that's a spoiler? Is that a spoiler? Should I just like not say that?
Oh, that's the theme song.
Yeah.
No, that's not a spoiler. That was
Alright.
in articles. That was in like
You're right. That wasn't an
Entertainment
article.
Weekly.
You're right.
Article. So that's.
So this is the scene that brought everything together for me. Rita's attacking, and the Rangers are like, we're gonna use the battle Zords. They hop in their battle Zords, and they're like running to fucking Angel Grove in their Zords, and that's when it hits the Go-Go Power Rangers theme. Now, some people thought this was a more modernized theme for Power Rangers, and it's not. That is actually the theme song from the 1975 Power Rangers movie. I don't know how many people caught that, but that's what that was.
Me and the wife caught that.
Yeah, I'm glad you guys caught that because I was listening to Variant Comics, and that's what he called it. A more modernized version of the Power Rangers theme. I'm like, no, the more modernized Power Rangers theme song is from Samurai Megaforce. That is the exact song from the movie, and they just cut off the Mighty Morphin
The
part.
director had a little quote about it because Saban.
He said they had to have it in there.
Wanted to have it in there.
He's a smart man for that.
He's like, I don't know how that's gonna fucking work.
Yeah, they made it work
until in post, and somebody played it for him. He's like, oh, okay,
yeah,
it fits.
And they picked the right one. They didn't use the Ron Wasserman version.
But did you peep when it played? It was all running, kind of like the scene of when.
Oh yeah,
when
they all run next to each. Yeah, and then and that's when they're about to form the Megazord. Yeah.
I actually liked in the movie how they formed the Megazord, even though it was a Deus Ex Machina.
I'm about to say I didn't, but it's for different reasons.
I looked at it as, how would they know?
Well, I'm like Zordon should have known, but Zordon should have known, but they had no communication with him at all during that fight. They literally were on their own.
Yeah,
and that's why I was just like, okay, I can forgive it.
I thought for me, I looked at it as it would be more so out of the blue, like, oh, y'all just knew how to do this.
Yeah,
y'all just had a hard time fucking flying these shits, getting these shits out of park, and all of a sudden you know how to put them all together.
Did you know before it started, like Billy's like Zord was riding backwards the whole scene? He was like, I don't know how to steer this thing. He's just like flying backwards, and he like spins around, and that's when the song kicks in. And I was like, oh, this is fucking like when that song came on, like me and Shay looked at each other, and like I thought I was about to cry. I was like, wow. I think this is what the 90. No offense, I love the original cast. This is what the 95 movie should have been, but that movie was horrible. That's what the 95 movie should have been like.
What, the Power Rangers movie?
Yeah,
I enjoyed it. It didn't age well before 95.
But that,
in
95, it's perfect. And that,
so that's why I'm.
But
that's one of those
don't say it.
Retro.
It did well because of like in 95 Power Rangers, like you couldn't spit without landing on a fucking Power Ranger picture. So
no, I understand, but I'm just saying like it didn't age well. But in 95,
the CGI Megazord was fucking awful. Even in 95, as a kid, I looked at it was like, what the fuck is that? Even in 95,
I guess I didn't.
If you look at the okay, what were you saying?
I've seen movies with fucked up CGI.
No,
came out in 2000.
I've seen worse, but that doesn't make that my. If you look at the Ninja Megazord and then look at the movie Ninja Megazord, you're like, that's why there was no toy for it. Like all they did was took the Mighty Morphin Ninja Megazord and put the movie logo on it and put it out as the toy. Cause like that was like the only part that I was just like, that's gotta go. And then, like, watching it again, it's like a fucking short, that long, drawn-out scene with them running through the fucking jungle and shit. It's just, I'm just like, come on, man, like, just get the fuck out of here. Get back to Earth. I want to see you guys morph and fight. But other than that, like, I did enjoy the movie. I'll still watch it. But it's just that one section. That's really hard to get by. And then you don't remember when they went to the other planet, met the chick with the fuck Dulcia.
Okay, you talking about that. I'm about to say, like, when they went in the jungle? I thought you were still talking about the new one.
No, yeah. All right. Anyway, I get back to sometimes callbacks, you know. To go back to this one, like I said, that scene right there, that made it for me. The formation of the Megazord was a little Deus Ex Machina, but even still, when you look at it and put it in the context of they had no idea they could do that, no one told them they could do that, and even if Zordon knew, it didn't fucking matter because he couldn't talk to him while they were out there.
Yeah.
So they didn't know. And then I don't know if you noticed this, but like, remember he's like hold the line and like Kim like lands on the fucking back and shit.
Yeah. I peeped that.
That was kind of like, to me anyway, that was kind of like a nod to the Dino Tinker.
Okay.
Because the Pink Ranger Zord is on top of the Dino Tinker behind the Triceratops. I know it's not Triceratops, Tyrannosaurus. I know it's a stretch, but that's what it looked like to me. I was just like, oh, that's not bad. And I can see like they're already locking together. It's not bad.
Well, I took that as from Toy Story. They locked together. You thought it was going to
That was so fucking sad. One thing too. This isn't a spoiler, but Trini in the movie when they're about to morph. I think this is in the trailer too. She's wearing a shirt that says, I believe,
1973. That's when.
Yeah, that's the original Trini. That's her birth year.
Yeah,
I thought that was really nice.
Yeah, that was a, you know, unless you went to the trivia,
you probably wouldn't.
You wouldn't have
found
known
that out. Yeah,
yeah, because I
didn't know when she was born. Either.
I was looking at it though. I'm like, yo, what does that mean?
Yeah,
I'm like I watch so many darn movies.
Yeah,
you don't put certain things in there for no reason.
Yeah, I found that out through the trivia too. Like that's, I think all the like Easter egg videos I watched, the only thing was reshot Mariner Bay that anybody missed. And like I said, the Mariner Bay one, come on, that's like you're really like reaching for that one. Like Lightspeed Rescue, like no offense, I did like it, but it had no like significant like history other than the first American Ranger, and that's probably why they did it. Because that's Saban's creation, the Titanium Ranger. And then, of course, you know why they did the Reefside one. Dino Thunder, Jason David Frank.
Yeah.
Of course, they're doing that for him. But yeah, other than that, man. I mean, we already knew this last one that I'll say. The Megazord doesn't seem like it's a combination of all the dinosaurs. It just doesn't. Like, it just doesn't look like it. I still like it, though. Like, if you look at it, like, there's almost no blue in it. It's like no black. A little bit of yellow, red, and pink, though. And I'm just like, where the fuck did the other two go? Like, because they form the legs. But, like,
I did like the placement
but there's, like,
of them.
nothing there. Yeah. If you look at the combiner toy, and you'll be like, okay, so this is how it would go together. But then in the movie doesn't look like the combiner toy at all.
But you got to remember, all toys are freaking developed from early concept photos.
Well, they do have a version of that Megazord as a toy too.
Okay,
and that's the one that came out first. That's
what I'm saying, because I know a lot. I was just saying because I know Lego wise, you're getting example Guardians' Lego set came out almost last month, and the movie still hasn't hit the and they're doing it off of concept photos.
I get what you're saying, but like this is a history that goes back to like 1970 where they do this shit. And the combiner toy looks a certain way, and then the actual Megazord, of course, you can tell like it does. You can like the Megazord from '93. You can tell like what makes it up to a point anyway. But you can also tell like there are some design changes for obvious reasons. But that was just kind of weird because like I said, there was no blue, there was no yellow in it, or no blue, no black, and I was just like, that's kind of weird. Because they blue and black were the legs, but the legs were all gray. I just thought that was kind of weird. That's all. But it could be, they can explain it away. It's real simple. But other than that,
could be a post-production thing where they didn't add it.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying?
Since that's CGI, that would probably fall on the engineers.
Yeah.
On post-production.
Yeah, but other than that, like I said, I like it. People that had a problem with the Megazord, if you watch Power Rangers, like especially people that be like, I grew up watching Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, and that's not the Megazord. Well, there were like four during the entire season. They were all fucking different. The Megazord didn't look like the Thunder Megazord. The Thunder Megazord didn't look like the Ninja Megazord. And the Ninja Megazord didn't look like the Shogun Megazord. So, I mean, which one are you talking about? If you're talking about the first one, it doesn't have to look the same. They all look different. You go further up, they look fucking weird. Power Rangers in space didn't even have Zords. It was just a spaceship and a shuttle that made the head. That was all it was. So, I mean, it gets a little weird. So, I mean, you just got to accept it. That's how Power Rangers works. But that's it.
All right. Well,
no spoilers. That's it.
Good job.
Thanks.
Good job. I know it killed you to.
Yeah, it's some other thing I want to say.
All the spoilers, but
yeah, some other thing I want to say. But at the cost of not ruining it for someone, I'm okay with that.
You know, life happens. You know, we can revisit this.
Of course. I mean, I'm in a. Oh man, as soon as that comes out, I gotta watch that again. But so I guess we can move to the next topic. Jumanji movie. It's called Jumanji: Welcome to the Fucking Jungle, or Welcome to the Jungle. No fucking, just Welcome to the Jungle.
Well, it's fucking in the jungle.
Yeah, it's a lot of fucking in the jungle. So this one flips Jumanji on its. I don't want to say it makes Jumanji's head spin, but what it does is that it takes the people and put them in Jumanji instead of Jumanji coming out in the real world. So now these guys are stuck in the game. That makes any sense? They're like literally stuck in the board.
No, I get it. They're basically Robin Williams' character now.
Exactly.
I'm sorry. I'm probably not gonna see it.
No, and I mean, if you buy it on Blu-ray after it comes out, I'll watch
Somebody
it.
will buy it. I'm not buying it.
Oh man. Well, that has The Rock and Kevin Hart in it. It's got to be some type of funny, right?
I don't know. I still haven't seen
Central Intelligence. Neither have I. I see it every night when I'm at work, and I'm just like, I can watch something else.
So, but I'm glad you actually read that article because I was like, all right. That's all.
Who cares?
All right. Like it's another Jumanji movie coming out.
Yay!
Okay.
22 years later.
Solid.
All right. Also, Marvel's Inhumans. It's got a nice little logo. I threw it in the show notes. There you go. It looks exactly what you would think it would look like.
But wasn't that the same logo that they had
Exactly.
3 years ago?
Exactly. But now it says Marvel, and it has IMAX and ABC this fall on it.
So it's technically new.
Technically.
It's polished up. Hey, we're going to throw new decals on it and say it's new.
Yeah.
I see what you did there.
That's about it. Well, that movie's already...
Mouse.
That show's currently filming, and you can watch it early in IMAX. You can watch like the first 2 episodes together, so like an hour and some change or whatever, and then it'll come out later on this fall with the rest of the episodes. Hopefully, if you watch episodes 1 and 2 in the movie in the theatrical format, it doesn't start with episode 1 and 2. That'll kind of defeat the purpose, in my opinion. I don't know. What do you think?
I don't know.
That's what I'm saying.
Unless they make it a 2-day event where they air the movie on like a Sunday, then air the actual second episode on a Monday.
Yeah.
You get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
That's the only way, because I don't think you're going to lose viewers if you replay the pilot movie that you just had.
And that's exactly what I'm saying. Like, who's going to, like, if they go to the movies to watch it, those people that went to the movie to watch it probably won't break their neck to watch the season premiere if it's just what they saw back in August or September. Exactly. Especially if it's coming out September like this ad says, then it'll be what, next month? You'll watch the same 2 episodes again?
Exactly. Yeah. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm not going to sit here and kind of speculate because we already went over this. Is like,
yeah, I was really just pointing out the logo.
Yeah,
that's about it, really.
So what else we got?
Venom movie is actually happening. They're saying it's going to not take place in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, but set up its own cinematic universe through Sony.
All right, I'm done.
This is actually supposed to be happening because production is supposed to start this fall, and it is in the genre of action, horror, sci-fi. So it's going to be like fucking Alien or some shit like that, or Aliens. I have no idea the plot points or anything like that. I'm guessing Flash Thompson, Venom, maybe. But if you're wondering what else is going to be in that shared cinematic universe, this is also going for a hard R rating. And we're going to get like Silver Sable and Black Cat. That's the thing that they're trying to work on as well. And these properties are going to exist if they do this without Spider-Man. Because if they want to set up their own, if Sony wants to set up their own universe, and they're in agreement with Marvel to let Spider-Man exist in their universe and Marvel's characters to exist in Spider-Man's universe, there is no way they can make these movies without Marvel.
This is why I said I'm done. I'm tired of fucking Sony shooting themselves in the foot.
I don't know why. They need to just roll with Marvel and expand their universe. You have characters that Marvel can use in Spider-Man's lore. Work with them, especially if Spider-Man comes out and this shit's certified fresh, selling. It's going to sell good because it's Spider-Man. But especially if it's received well critically, especially if it's better than Amazing Spider-Man and Amazing Spider-Man 2, which I think it has the potential to be with or without Iron Man.
It's Robert Downey Jr.
No, he's only gonna make it better. Is what I'm saying.
I'm just saying. It's he's the cherry on top because everything he's touched since Iron Man, since 2008, save for the soloist, has been pretty damn good.
True. Yeah. So I don't know what they're thinking. I don't know what the point of this is. Like, Venom's such a good character. Like, to see what Kevin Feige and his team and what they could do with a story with Venom, and introduce it into Spider-Man the Spider-Man Homecoming universe with everything else would be fucking fantastic.
That's the whole thing. Because I was about to, when you said something about Venom earlier, I was thinking about that rumor when he said that movie Life, I think it is.
Yeah,
was was trying to be a backdoor Venom origin.
Oh, really?
Because did you see the trailer?
No, but I heard of the movie.
They get like a symbiote and it grows and it just starts killing people on the fucking shit in the space station.
Oh, okay. Event Horizon, huh?
Yeah. But they were saying, "Oh, Sony, this could be a backdoor for Spider-Man." No, but
yeah, I think it would be stupid because if you set up this movie like this, right, and you have these two different universes, like just stop. Like, Marvel has built such a strong, like, cinematic universe, it almost doesn't make sense to not work with them.
It's the house of mouse. It's a fucking well-oiled machine.
It is. That's like you leave it, like, by separating Venom from Spider-Man, you leave the money on the table. They fucked it up in Spider-Man 3. You guys had a really good chance to do it, like, better if you work together. Like, there's money to be made. But like I said, we'll all see when Spider-Man Homecoming comes out and this movie fucking takes off and it's the best fucking Spider-Man movie ever.
Well, that's the whole thing, because you can if you see how Spider-Man Homecoming do, you can change plans.
You can. And that's what I'm hoping happens.
Filming.
Exactly.
Start filming. The casting hasn't been announced.
Nope.
So you can say, "Hey, we're gonna do a Venom movie," but he tied in, or they gonna go back to Marvel like, "Yo, we want to bring out Venom. How can we do this?"
And I think that's what they should do. But yeah, if they want to reserve and wait until Spider-Man Homecoming's reception, sure, do that. But I mean, like, you're leaving money on the table, man.
Yeah, well,
people want to see these characters together. Fox, I'm looking at you.
I'll be there midnight.
Oh yeah,
midnight July 6th.
Oh yeah, that's a definite. That movie.
No, I'm sorry. I'm gonna catch a 10:30 show. Fuck that.
10:30 show.
Yeah. Kids going to bed early.
Oh man, so that's a perfect segue. I didn't even know I lined it up like that to go right into the Spider-Man Homecoming trailer that was just released today. What'd you think? I loved it.
Huh?
I said I loved it.
I thought it was pretty awesome, but saw little things to answer my question.
Yeah, about the suit.
Yes, that was the best one. Like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
It makes so much sense now. It's baggy, and then it's the Marty McFly suit.
Yeah. Also, why he doesn't have the suit on when we see him in a previous trailer fighting Vulture.
No, I was talking about just how he get his Iron Man, the suit Tony gave him on.
Oh, well, like, they kind of showed that in the previous trailer because he hit the button. Remember when he was like,
I understand, but it's one thing to see it the other way.
Oh, when he's actually like putting it on, like really putting it on?
Put it on and hit the button and it all sealed. Yeah. That's why I said it's the Marty McFly suit.
Yeah.
It's like how sneakers was in the jacket.
Yeah, and the self-drying jacket.
Yeah.
Dumb shit.
No.
I do want it, though.
Future of 2015. Don't talk about
2 years too late on that one. Well, we got the sneakers. They're just dumb expensive.
Yeah, I'm not charging my sneakers.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, stupid.
Like, yo, you got an outlet?
Wow, my sneakers about to die, man.
I gotta charge my sneakers.
I can't lace them if they die, man.
I can't lace them. I can't ball. Ball is life. But I did like the trailer how it explained why is he in his version 1 suit.
His underoos.
Yeah. Like, dude, you got a sweatshirt hoodie?
Yeah. Oh, man, that suit is bad. Bill Belichick
hoodie.
Yo, that's... that suit
with the
bad.
Sleeves cut off.
Yeah.
I'm like, God dang.
Yeah, that suit looks pretty fucking bad.
So basically, it's going to show at the end that
I think he's gonna become an Avenger at the end.
Yeah, he's going to become an Avenger at the end, but it's all going to show, you got your suit back.
Yeah, but that'd be nice if he finishes the movie without it.
Well, that scene in the school is the last scene.
Okay,
that was Homecoming.
Ah, got it. Makes sense now.
There you go. Yeah. And I guess they're going to go with the thing where every Spider-Man is a school year now.
Well, that's not bad. That's not bad at all. I can deal with that. I mean, Tom Holland's pretty young. Liz Allen is not so young, but
how old is Liz Allen?
The actress that plays her is 27. Still young, but Tom Holland's 20. So,
well, that's a different. Hey, that's progressive Hollywood for you.
Hey, I mean, don't get me wrong.
Normally, you gotta remember. Normally, we would see a younger female.
Yeah.
And the old, the male is old as dirt.
Yeah.
Got like 10 years on her.
Yeah. Now, don't get me wrong. Like she looks like she could be 18 or 19 or something like that. She really does. And then I looked it up because I was like, well, I know how old Tom Holland is. Like, wonder how old she is. I think she's probably like 24. And I seen 27. I was like, wow. They say black don't crack. I mean,
it's cocoa butter lotion. That's what
it has to be. Like she does. I'm like, nah, you played it up pretty nice. But so some things I pointed out from the trailer. Captain America's fitness program is playing in Peter's gym, and he says, "Hey, did you meet Captain America?" And he's like, "I took his shield." And I'm like, "Yeah, that's pretty dope, man."
Yeah, I like that he's still kind of dealing with like, oh shit, I took part in that, because you remember in the first trailer.
He was watching his class.
Watching his fight, so.
I wonder who was videotaping it. Probably him.
I'm pretty sure they probably gonna go over that.
Yeah. Tony Stark says something very, very important to Peter, and I think this is a lesson that Tony Stark himself learned through all his years playing Iron Man. He said that, and I quote, "If you're nothing without the suit, then you shouldn't have it." End quote. And I think that's he's saying that from experience, especially since in the first Avengers, big man in suit armor, take all out of the way. What are you?
Yeah, well, he threw it out.
Oh, he threw it back at him. Don't get me wrong, but in all honesty, he wasn't really doing shit at that time. But now he's doing so
Iron
much
Man
more.
3, though.
Iron Man 3, that's what I was saying.
Pretty much most of the third act
without the suit, which I thought was fucking fantastic.
It was the fight to get his suit back, but
yeah, and it's so funny. Like people get that movie so much shit, but like they can actually use that movie as reference for how like Tony Stark has grown. Because before he wouldn't fight anybody without his fucking suit on. Hey, you got this guy running around with a fucking gun. I was like, that's not bad, man. He's actually trying to fight. And then you see more shades of that in Civil War, where he went toe to toe with the Winter Soldier with just part of a gauntlet on that he pulled out of his watch.
Yeah,
like he's not like the same Tony Stark that he was, in Iron Man 1. Like he's actually like a hero. He actually tried to do the right thing.
Well, you see, part 2, you see he started to work on his fighting skills more. You see when he was sparring with Happy.
Yep.
So
it makes perfect sense. The Vulture is doing this for his family. So there's a little article where they were talking about what was going on. John Watts, he's the director of this Homecoming movie. Is that correct? John Watts said he spoke to a crowd about how he envisioned Queen's famous vigilante fitting into the Marvel Cinematic Universe. And I believe this is via the Wasp. I don't know what that is. But it says...
white Anglo-Saxon Protestant.
But it says... in the same way that Peter Parker is ground-level eyes through which we see the Marvel Universe, I thought we could see Keaton's character as the ground level of what the villain side of the universe could be. And that's really exciting. He also goes on to say, think of all the crazy junk that's been left behind from all the previous Marvel stories. Who cleans up? Who cleans up after the Chitauri monster? It is regular guys who already did these kinds of jobs. Or is it regular guys who's already done these kinds of jobs? Is it an agency that takes care of this stuff? So it's kind of like the tech that they're using, I'm guessing, is alien technology left over from the event.
Like.
Yeah. And apparently Vulture has some other motives that's driving him to be a villain.
A little side note, though. It may be alien. Right now we're going to assume it's alien tech.
Yeah.
I do think it's modified alien tech.
Oh, of course.
The Tinker plays a part into this.
Yeah, of course it'll be modified. But.
And we do see, get another glimpse, even though it's the same from the first trailer of Shocker.
Yeah. Shocking.
And we got to see Donald Glover more.
Yeah. This movie's shaping up to be pretty good. Especially the ferry scene too. I'm really curious to see that scene play out in its entirety. I do kind of wish they didn't give away the whole Iron Man comes and helps him thing, but I mean, I kind of assumed that anyway.
It's giving you an idea of how much Iron Man is going to be in the movie.
Yeah, I like how. Yeah, I get it. I get what you're saying.
Again, everybody, when you saw the first trailer, like, oh, okay,
he's just gonna be Tony Stark more than Iron Man.
First act,
yeah,
and maybe that last scene before on the first trailer,
yeah,
more than likely might be the ending credit scene.
Yeah, you think he'll help him fight the Vulture at the end, or you think
I think he's gonna do it on his own because I believe again that's in the school parking lot.
Yeah.
Homecoming, we're gonna fight outside. Let's take it outside.
Yeah. Let's take it outside, Parker. Dude, you're like 60. But
yeah, I think that last scene that we seen in the first trailer where Iron Man and Spider-Man come, flying towards the camera.
Yeah.
I think again,
that's
hypothesis.
Yeah.
I think that's the last scene you're gonna see before the credits roll, and it's gonna probably start with something. If you're gonna be an Avenger, you're gonna be under my guidance.
Yeah.
So you're gonna have to stick with me.
Yeah. I can see that. I can see that because he told him he wants him to be better than he is.
Yeah.
Not necessarily I don't want you to be an Avenger, but I just don't think you're ready to be an Avenger. I don't think you're ready to be out there fighting crime because I've seen you.
It's also unfair to ask that of a 16-year-old.
Yeah, tell you 16 in the movie. So yeah, that is unfair to ask him like, yeah, this is like throwing your life away. Like, come on this intergalactic road trip with me to fight fucking Thanos. Fuck school, fuck your.
See, I don't even think he's gonna. I think Spider-Man's going to be in Infinity War,
but I think just in the Earth part. I don't think he's going to travel.
Play a big part.
Yeah, I don't
he's
think
still
a
fucking kid.
Yeah. Spider-Man was like an adult in the Infinity Gauntlet, wasn't he?
Yeah. And like he's still a kid, and then not only that, that's like asking for another fight with Captain America. Like we're not taking his kid. We're not taking. He knows how to do shit. I can do it. No, we're not fucking taking his kid.
Yeah.
Civil War 2. Like
So, Robert gives him that fucking look that he gave him when he found out about his mom. When he looked at him, did you know? And that look that he gave him.
Civil War 2. That's just how it's gonna, gonna end up. But from what we see in these two trailers, I'm biased, so I'm not gonna sit here and try to explain away. I'm biased. It's Spider-Man. I'm going to see it. I'm not excited for it.
I'm not explaining away shit.
I'm going to see it. I'm fucking very excited. Robert Downey Jr. is in it. Fucking, you got John Favreau. Well, Happy, we finally get Happy back since Iron Man 3.
Yeah, I mean,
well, I guess he's recovering.
Yeah, I'm about to say with good reason. There were no other Iron Man solo movies, so
yeah,
it's okay to keep him off camera. So
and plus, he was still probably recovering in rehab.
Oh yeah, man.
Like we're not going to see Rhodey until probably Infinity War.
Yeah,
fuck around in the second movie.
Yeah. That would be nice if he comes back like at the last movie. He's just like, oh shit, Rhodey, thanks.
Then you're playing into that whole character trope where the guy you down, he was down and out for the first part of the fight, and then he comes like, oh, that's such a trope.
It is a trope, and and he's gonna sit there and look out the window, and like a little tear's gonna roll as he's watching New York getting like the fucking leveled, and I'm like, oh my god, they need Rhodey, knowing damn well like what the fuck is another Iron Man gonna do? Yeah, so they say, oh, you're the Black Iron Man.
Like, bow, that's what you looking for?
Yeah. The look of satisfaction on his face after he landed that joke, he was like, yeah, I got him.
But, again, I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah.
It's going to be, it comes out a week before my birthday, so people going to leave me the fuck alone. Going to give me a bushel of crabs, going to eat the crabs, then go see the movie. And then probably, I don't know, try to go see it again. That might be the first movie I've seen twice in theaters in a while.
Yeah.
Because it's Spider-Man. And I'm waiting. I was waiting to get a Spider-Man that was done right.
Yeah.
That's the best way I could say it. Like,
this is looking like it right now.
The closest we got was Spider-Man 2.
Yes.
0.1.
Yeah. Oh, you gotta watch 2.1. That extended fight scene.
So
with him and Doc Ock on the train was fantastic.
So yeah, I'm ready for it. Just gotta get past Guardians.
As Reggie Fils-Aimé says, my body is ready.
Who?
Reggie Fils-Aimé.
The fuck is that?
Nintendo of America, president. I believe he's the president. Nintendo of America. But he was on stage demonstrating Wii Fit And he said, "My body is ready." Yep, and they didn't shut up about it since. But so last week on Supergirl, you found.
I got look. What you saying? Go ahead.
No,
go ahead. Set it up.
I was gonna set it up here. You find out that Monel's parents come back. These are some mysterious invaders, and I was like, man, you're gonna set up a villain this late in the show? And to my surprise, they set up a villain this late in the show.
Yeah,
that was episode. We just watched episode 16. 16, and you just set up the final villain.
Well,
bruh, they weren't even in the last 16 episodes.
I look at it like this. We asked for 6 episodes of action, maybe. You know, you can tie up. Maybe you can tie up this arc. Think about it. How long was the Ghost Rider arc? About 6 episodes, right?
About 6 episodes.
I
get it, but
LMD.
But all that played into each other because they were fighting over the Darkhold. The Darkhold is what made Ada sentient, so to speak, and that went to the LMD arc. So it all played, and then in the LMD arc, they were still trying to get the Darkhold.
Rider playing and all that. Then that's what I'm saying, because you gotta remember, they were doing like, it was almost like the same. They were both going parallel to each other. Daisy trying to figure out what's going on with this Ghost Rider character, and then the Darkhold issue was arising. So that's why I looked at it was, you got 4, like, you know, how can I say it? Ghost Rider was the primary plot of the first 4 to 6 episodes, with the Darkhold and the LMD being 2 subplots that will be soon moved to primary plots of the whole season. Yeah. That's how I looked at it.
No, that's fine. I like the way Marvel did that. I don't like the way DC and Supergirl did it, because literally you have one episode of them talking about Daxam and the Daxamites, right? And you find out that his planet was destroyed and it was showered with kryptonite, right? You find all this out in the same episode. He sent out a beacon. This is probably like episode fucking 4. 4. And then nothing is said about it at all. You go straight into Cadmus. Nothing is said about it at all until episode 15 or 14.
I get what you're saying.
But that's my problem. See, like, they introduced the LMDs in the Ghost Rider arc. The Darkhold was introduced in the Ghost Rider arc. All that played into the next arc. Like, that's why I like it so much. Like, the LMD, like you said, the LMDs were at the forefront. The Darkhold and Ghost Rider were at the forefront. Ghost Rider disappears, right? They have control of the Darkhold, but now this life model decoy and Radcliffe are trying to take the Darkhold. It's a nice, easy segue, and it made sense. This one is just like, you had like damn near no actual purpose for like how many episodes, because I'm thinking like it's gonna be like a showdown with Cyborg Superman, but he's like a secondary character that just won't go away, which is okay, I guess. I'm thinking, all right, well, this is Cadmus, right? This is the big bad, and then you don't really know, you know? It's like, who the fuck are we fighting here? Like in Marvel, like the villain was in the show from like episode like 4 or 5 or something like that. The one that they're gonna fight at the end, which is Ada. That's fine. I like that. But this one is just like, I didn't even see these motherfuckers. I don't even know who they are. Like, when you first see them, you're just like some random aliens, and then you're like, oh,
that's
okay.
The whole thing. I think
okay.
That's why, you know, the way they set it up with, they ran that episode with him first, you know, first coming. They ran that kind of early. Maybe it was different in the production schedule, but what I can see they may be trying to do is when they first had what's his name? Fucking
Monel.
Yeah. And it was telling you about the Daxamites. That was giving you background, so you won't have to go too much background when they actually arrive.
No, I understand it. I mean, so to credit to Supergirl, like I'm glad they did get it out the way. And when they did come, it's just, and they built up that relationship with Monel and Kara. So when it seems like he's being pulled away from her, like you actually care.
You should care.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So
I want to see how it turns out. You know, you had Kevin Sorbo.
Did you watch last night's episode?
Yeah, I told you I watched it this morning.
I didn't know which one you watched, man. I didn't know. Us right now. You told me you watched last week's episode. I didn't watch last week's episode until this morning.
Yeah.
I
watched
forgot.
last week's. I told you I only watched last week's because I was just trying to get to Flash. Like
I was trying to get to the musical.
I watched Flash, and then they kind of like they started off with what happened on Supergirl. Like, oh shit, let me go. I gotta go watch Supergirl.
Yeah.
So I watched Supergirl, realizing like, yo, I'm only waiting for the last fucking
Yep.
5 minutes of this episode.
They could have showed that on the Flash.
Pretty much. Well, you know what? Fuck it.
I like. You know, you missed something when the show starts off previously on Supergirl and the Flash. You're like, whoa, where the fuck did that come from?
In the Flash, like. But I, as a fan of Glee, early, like the first 3 seasons, I was happy to. Oh snap, Darren Criss. He's probably one of the best, singers on the show.
Yeah.
And then, of course, Grant Gustin came, and he was only on it for a couple episodes.
Yeah.
He was a dickhead ass boy. No, seriously. He threw
Really?
rock salt in the bull face.
Oh, yeah. Oh, man. That's got a sting. Shit.
But, again, I just thought the episode was good. And the singing, it wasn't like, oh, they're just singing to sing. It was a purpose to what they were what the music master was trying to get him to do. And I was surprised, the surprising parts about that episode was Peter Garber.
Yeah.
And what's his name? John Barrowman.
Yeah.
I didn't know they can sing. I knew Jesse L. Martin, and I knew Grant Gustin and Melissa Benoist, or however you say her last name, Benoit. But there's other people say Benoist. It's weird. She even said it could go both ways. But I knew they can sing.
Yeah.
But that whole, I don't know what you call a duet with one extra person. So, but the song John Barrowman, Jesse L. Martin, and Victor Garber sung, that was pretty awesome. And it was I think it was a Paul McCartney song.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh, I didn't know these two guys could sing, carry a note. For me, it was a fun throwaway episode. Did it really advance much? No, I guess it's supposed to build on the relationships of the two main characters, of Kara and Monel, and Barry and Iris, try to bring them closer.
Yeah. So
maybe, I guess you have that emotional bond there as they buckle down for the last fights on their respective shows. I enjoyed the show. It's still in my DVR.
Yeah.
It was a fun episode, and sometimes you need those. We was talking about filler episodes, but it's worth it.
It really was worth it.
It was something different from your regular baddie of the week.
Yeah. I like it because Music Master wasn't a bad guy, and he kind of showed, especially in Iris's case, he showed Iris like, hey, like, Barry watched you die, so I'm going to show you what it looks like if you watch him die. Now, you see how fucking upset you were that he died? You see how, like, heartbroken you were? How you felt like, damn, I missed out on so much in life? Like, especially with him? Well, that's how he felt.
Yeah. So I kind of took him as the trickster.
A good trickster.
Like, he was their version of what Loki is in, lore.
Yeah.
The trickster. Except this was a good trickster this time, I guess. He went about it fucked up ways.
He did.
He went about it a fucked up way.
It was pretty fucked up. He could have just came and said, hey, I'm going to teach you guys a lesson. It's going to be real good. I'm not a bad guy.
But I get the whole thing, though. If I tell you I'm going to teach you a lesson.
Yeah. Am I really teaching you a lesson?
Like, hey, we're about to put you in the VR. None of this is real.
Yeah.
You take chances, but if you think it's real, I'm going to be cautious. And
that's how he left that little tidbit. Hey, if you die here, you're dead.
Yeah. But
which wasn't the case.
It was a throwaway episode. I thought it was, but enjoyable.
Yeah, it's still enjoyable.
Yeah. IGN even gave it I think the boy gave it like a 9.
Yeah. Like I said, it was good. And then, like, at the end, you find out it actually served the purpose to the Flash's story.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, fantastic. I mean, with Monel, not really.
He came back. That dude turned into a housewife.
He did. Yeah. You're on, like, this week's Supergirl. He's like a housewife. Like,
what did you say? Romero and Juliet?
Yeah, Romero and Juliet.
Like, we just like them. Like, you gotta read the end of that book.
Yeah, you need to finish that book, really.
Nah. But I don't know Legends. I don't remember it.
Well, Captain Cold's back, and he waved affected. He joined the Legion of Doom. So the Legion of Doom is now Reverse Flash. Damien Dark, I was going to say John Barrowman, Michael Merlin, and then Captain Cold and Heatwave. That is now the Legion of Doom until Heatwave obviously goes back. He's going to do it.
Yeah.
But yeah. And what they did is they went back in time because they can do that and just got Captain Cold. That's all they did. But this Captain Cold hasn't gone through his redemption arc with the Flash. So he's just like, these people don't like you. Like, what are you talking about? We're not heroes. We don't do that type of thing. So he's back to that. And I'm like, that's a smart thing to do. You fuck with his head a little bit more. And sure enough, Heatwave, they got the Spirit. The Legion of Doom now has the Spirit of Destiny.
I guess I'll have to watch the episode again.
Yeah, and they're going to fuck it up. So this next episode, like, it's supposed to be a completely different timeline because they have the Spirit of Destiny. So I can't wait to see, like, how they're going to fix it, I guess.
That's tonight.
Tonight, yes. Right after, hopefully, a new episode of The Flash.
9 o'clock. Yeah, because we know Supergirl isn't coming back till the 24th.
Really?
I mean, yeah, I think it's taking a break. I don't think it's new next week.
All right. Well, that's not bad. That's fine.
Yeah.
It can take a break.
Arrow.
Yeah, let's get yeah. Oh man.
Because we still working on we're working on Close Time.
Yeah, I know Arrow. So, well, this is the last show to talk about anyway.
Yeah, but we still got. Hopefully, we get this done and we get your time for Rel's Corner.
Rel's Corner,
the video game corner. So,
so Arrow was just fucking fantastic. This dude is getting the shit tortured out of him. Something fierce.
Yo, I've never seen I've never seen him. Like, he's literally beaten mentally, physically, and, like, spiritually.
He's like,
out of it.
You confess to me what you know, or you're going to get 3 arrows. He's just like, I don't know what you're talking about. Fine. And he just shot 3 arrows.
And that's the whole thing. The physical part, he was able to deal with. But it was the whole mental like, all right, you supposedly killed Artemis in front of me. And then, you remember?
Yeah. Oh, no. I forget that.
Oh, man. Like, he's torturing him on a different mental level than Slade was.
Yeah.
And it's great. It was. I told you. I texted you like 2 weeks ago when I said it.
Yeah.
Arrow has been on fucking roll since they got back.
Oh yeah, definitely.
They have been really good with their writing and how they're just playing out this season. Because you're still trying to figure out who the hell is Prometheus Pop.
I know, like they made it seem like it was somebody else, and now
I think it's Kovar.
It's got to be.
I think so. Dolph Lundgren.
Yeah,
that's the only one I can come up with now, because I don't think it's going to be some unknown, just random guy that Oliver killed.
Yeah,
because I was looking, when Oliver shot Kovar, I'm thinking, all right, well, he did say he drowned for, like, he said he was drowning for like a minute and a half or something like that.
Yeah,
he didn't say he was drowning in water.
Oh yeah.
So I was thinking, did he shoot him in the lung? Did he puncture a lung? Did he drown in his own blood? So that's why I was thinking maybe it was Kovar, but I don't know.
Yeah, no fucking clue.
All I know, they better fucking tell us. It better not be no one of the Jones you in the season like, yo, dog, y'all didn't tie this up.
Yeah. Oh no, I hope I think they will, and I think you're gonna find out in like the next like 2 episodes or something like that. You'll find out who it was.
Yeah.
So, what else happened there? Oh, the whole thing about Artemis, that fucking took me for a loop, where she just got up, was like, I knew he'd break just like he said he would. I was like, oh shit.
I remember when he snapped, air quotes, snapped her neck. I was on IMDb like, yo, is her contract up? Like, normally people would like update the wiki like this person's deceased. I'm like, is she really dead?
Yeah.
And I'm like, damn.
Yeah,
as soon as she said that she popped up. I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
Like, damn, all right, he's done.
Yeah.
As soon as she got up, I was like, oh.
You see his face. He's like, wait, what?
What the fuck? What? Like, I don't need enough. I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm done.
So apparently he kills because he enjoys it. Maybe. Or maybe he just, because to me it felt like to me it felt like he led him to that answer, not that he actually does.
Well, that's what, that's that old argument with torture. Do you really get honest answers, or do you get what you want to hear from out of that person?
Exactly. They might start just telling you shit. It's just a
fine line. Yeah. All right, I did it. Just stop. Stop. I did it. Like, no, that's, meanwhile, the real killer's out there. Yeah. But, yeah, I can't, I can't think since Slade that Oliver was like this out of it.
Yeah.
You know, I bet he feels. Well, he probably feels alone, and even though it's weird, cause like he feels by himself, but you literally have a bigger, like the biggest team you had now.
Yeah.
So I don't know. You think Ragman gonna come back?
Gotta check the IMDb, see if he's still on there.
You love that trope.
I do. I liked Ragman. I was pretty upset about that. Like I was really upset that Ragman kind of like, the rags, they don't have any power. I gotta go.
You're gonna put the rags on another nuclear bomb, and there you go.
Yeah, that's all you need to do.
There you go.
come on back. They need help. Trust me, especially somebody who's bulletproof.
And now so I'm really thinking of how they're gonna play things out. This is where I get caught up instead of just enjoying the show. I try to think, this is what we're gonna do. No, but you still got Talia. I know she's gonna show up again in current times.
Oh yeah, I thought she showed up at the cell already.
Did she?
Yeah, I thought that was her. Thought it was. I'm not, because she was in current times, because that's how he found out who Prometheus was.
Yeah, but I'm saying he went to her.
Oh, you mean she's gonna come to Star City?
Yeah, come to Star City. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, like, I thought she came to the cell for a second, but
maybe was he hallucinating? I don't know.
I wouldn't put it past him. I'd hallucinate at that point.
All right, we're back to our regularly scheduled programming. A little interruption there. Memory card got full.
Yeah, it'll be like a second for you, but it was actually hours.
Hours, life. But, now we got a 32 gig memory card. We should be good for 2 shows now instead of 1. It's like, no, but as we left off, I just listened to the audio.
We were talking about Arrow.
We were talking about Arrow, and I think we pretty much got our point across before we jumped on a major tangent.
Yeah, Adrian Chase took him to Destination Fucked.
That's pretty much.
That's pretty much the end of that.
He's Oliver's not down for the good old ultra violence anymore. I'm done with it.
Yeah. No.
If anybody's seen the movie, they know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
That was a nod. Stanley Kubrick.
Okay. Which movie?
Clockwork Orange.
Okay. I don't think I watched that. I think the only Stanley Kubrick movie I've ever watched was Full Metal Jacket.
So you never saw The Shining?
Oh shit. Whoops. Yeah, I seen The Shining. I don't know why I never knew that. Is his name on like the box? Because it says like Stanley Kubrick's A Clockwork Orange or Stanley Kubrick's Full Metal Jacket.
No, because I think this is a Stephen King.
Oh, that's right. You're right. It's a Stephen King movie. Okay. Yeah. I can see how I missed that one.
But you saw The Shining.
Oh yeah. Somebody made me watch it. I can't remember who it was. But that person is doing the Lord's work by making me watch that movie.
Oh, it's a fucking great movie.
Yeah, good shit. I thought that, like, before I seen the movie, I thought that whole, like, here's Johnny thing was overrated, and I was just like, nah, I can see how that's, like, legitimately creepy at that point.
Yeah, and then how he died, how he froze.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
That was creepy. But, Stanley Kubrick, he did Spartacus. That was the one that threw me off. I didn't know that.
Really?
Yeah. A young asshole Stanley Kubrick. Yeah. But anyway, we rejoined the audio just in time for Gaming with Rel, or
jeez, these names.
Corner Gaming with Rel.
Corner Gaming.
Look, I don't know.
Sounds like something you do after dark. I don't like that. Corner Gaming.
Well, I don't fucking know. Look, I told you it's a work in progress. Everyone's gonna have quotations over it or something.
So how this came
gaming corner?
How this came about was I reposted the Destiny 2 trailer, or not even trailer, image. It was just the Destiny logo with a 2 behind it, and one of our faithful listeners, Maud, she said, oh yeah, why are they making a sequel? Because I thought that your character is supposed to be persistent for like 10 years.
Maudine.
Yeah. Kill me for I went on this long rant about all the things that I found wrong with Destiny, and how I hate the people that try to defend it. Like, look, if you play it, you play. This is the mindset that I have. Like, you can like bad things, and it is okay. I watch Cinema Sins, which is a great YouTube channel, and they send the fuck out of movies that I enjoy. And then sometimes he'll send the shit out of a movie, and I'm just like, oh man, like when he starts like doing it from a like a movie standpoint, where he's saying like this is shot weird and like the characters are doing it, I'm like, oh fuck, man. But that doesn't mean I'm not gonna like the movie. I don't give a fuck what anyone says. If I like a movie, I just like it.
That's why I stay away from it. You ain't gonna fuck up my shit.
See, but that's the thing. I find that it's entertainment to me. I don't care. You know, like you can say whatever the fuck you want. Like I'm still gonna watch Spider-Man 3 every time it comes on. I don't care. and some people are just like, I would never watch that movie.
I can't watch it. I just look at the best part of that movie for me always has been and still will be was Bryce Dallas Howard.
Gwen Stacy.
Yes.
Okay.
I thought she looks great as a redhead, but I thought she was pulling it off as a blonde.
Oh yeah.
I like Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I can see how she gave MJ a little competition.
Yeah, and the thing is, if you look at her, she's Bryce Dallas Howard's kind of bottom thick, you know.
Oh yeah.
From the waist down, she's not your usual size 4.
Yeah.
She
never noticed it. She just had a black dress on the entire movie.
Yeah. She would get black guys' attention.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But back to Destiny. Yeah, like I'm saying, that's the mindset that I have. It's okay. It's okay to like bad things. Like if you like something, just fucking like it. It doesn't matter what it gets on Metacritic. It doesn't matter what fucking Rotten Tomatoes gives it. It doesn't fucking matter, man. It doesn't matter what anyone says. If you like it, you like it. If you like Destiny, you fucking like Destiny. It's okay. Me, on the other hand, I got burnt one too many times by Destiny within the span of a year, and I just can't do it, man. I can't do it. So what happened was September 9th, 2014, I'm like in El Paso, Texas, and I'm midnight release. Me and my friend Curtis, we're right there. We pick up Destiny. I get a limited edition, right? Comes with some cool collectibles, and I get the expansions 1 and 2. Like they called them expansions, and you know Destiny was hyped up to be this immersive share world shooter with all this like great lore, and like you're supposed to explore space and push back the darkness. And I should have known that there was a problem right there when they use such generic terms as you are the light fighting the darkness. But it didn't matter. I'm like, the game looked great. I played the beta. It felt great. Like, I mean, everything about it was shaping up to be good. And I'm just like, I got to get this game. Like, it's from Bungie. They did Halo. To me, as an Xbox owner, I'm like, they can't do any wrong. And I mean, like, why would I even worry about the story? Have you played Halo 1, 2, and 3, all done by Bungie? And I think the last one they did was Halo Reach. Like, those were fucking fantastic. And I think they may have done the ODST as well. But those were all fantastic. You know, great story, great lore. I'm like, I can't wait to play this game. And then I get it. And that's where all the problems start to happen. I want to say it's light on the story, but it was damn near non-existent. Then it was like,
I still don't know. Oh, I heard it was the bad Peter Dinklage as well, right?
Yeah, the bad Peter Dinklage voice acted. Like, your character could talk but didn't talk. True story. He can talk, but never talks, right? Maybe a few lines of dialogue. The whole thing, like, before, once you reach level 20, you had to get armor infused with flight to then increase your level to 30. To get to 30, you had to get the raid set armor, okay? But to do the raid, you had to get to level 26. So you had to grind, which was almost near impossible to get to level 26. So a lot of people couldn't make it to level 30. If you made it to level 30 in Vanilla Destiny, you were a god among men in that game. Like, they're like, damn, you fucking did it, guy. You did it. Like, you accomplished something. But then when you start to realize, like, to get from 20 to 30 is an endless grind of the same shit over and over and over. And people think that it changed. It didn't change. It did not change. Every expansion pack that came out up until the Taken King broke the game even more. When the Dark Below came out, it fucked up the shard system that you got for legendaries. It introduced a new currency. So there was like fucking 50 different types of currency out now for fucking Destiny, and they keep trying to will it back down to one. And I don't want to speak too much on Rise of Iron. I didn't play too much of it. I beat it in like 20 minutes. And this is why I won't pay for this shit. Yeah, it was so simple. And then people be like, but did you get all the exotics? And I'll be like, fuck no, I didn't get all the exotics because I don't want to play the same fucking Shiva Crisis missions all over again. It's boring. Like, it's boring. It gets so boring so fast. And people are like, well, if you spent 1,000 hours in Destiny, man, that's a really good fucking value. And I'm like, yeah, sure, but you're doing the same shit over and over.
So is this all a your how you feel about the game?
No, this is literally what you do. It's just some people enjoy it.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's what. This is why I started off with. If you enjoy it, you enjoy it. Don't let me take away your sunshine. You know what I'm saying? Because I have people on my friends list who play Destiny and like worship Destiny like it is a religion. And I don't knock them for it. Like, look, if that's what you want to do. If you find enjoyment out of it, that's great. I don't. But the part about me being burned is not just because of
No. I'm sorry. I'm sorry about that. I was just saying just on the fact that you said I was trying to like it seems like you don't like it.
Yeah.
So does that make it a bad game, or is it like have you ever not liked a good game?
Yeah.
That's what That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Like, are you bashing it because you don't like it?
There are games that are received well that aren't my cup of tea. Like, I don't know, The Witcher, for example. And I know, like, Maul or Chris will probably, one of those guys will probably fucking kill me for this. I love The Witcher 3 because that had more of a console mindset in it. But the original Witcher, the first one, everyone says it's a great game. I can't get into it. I just can't do it. Same thing with The Witcher 2 because that was a port of a PC game and I just can't get into it. But The Witcher 3 looked like it was made or felt like it was made with more console stuff in mind. So I got into The Witcher 3. Love The Witcher 3, but I can't play the first two. I just can't do it. It's like trying to play Dragon Age 2 or Dragon Age Origins after playing Dragon Age Inquisition. It's like, I can't go back. I just can't do it. Like,
yeah.
This has a more console focus, and this one you can tell it's like a Baldur's Gate. Like, I love those type. I used to love those type of games, but it's just not where I'm at anymore. Doesn't mean they're bad games. I mean, but with Destiny, I have a problem with the pricing structure, the way the game was set up, and then like Vanilla Destiny, if anybody gave Vanilla Destiny anything higher than a 7 on a scale of 1 to 10, of course, like I can't see it. I couldn't see it. There was nothing there. Once you got the raid set gear, there literally was nothing else to do in the game. And the only reason, like, it felt like it was like padding. You know how we sit here and say 22 episodes is a stretch. You could probably tell a story in 13. Yeah. Well, Destiny forced it like drug out its hours. The reason you play so long is because it's completely random as to whether or not you get the piece of equipment. That's why you play so long.
Yeah.
But that's it.
But didn't it set out to be a loot grinder like that too?
Yeah, but I don't know if you understand how hard I'm talking. In the entire time of me playing Destiny, which is like, I played all of year 1 and all of year 2. I have never gotten the Gjallarhorn. I have never gotten the Vex Missile Class, and I've never gotten the Suros Regime. Never. Those are all random drops, right? And 2 of them are exclusive to the Vault of Glass. And there are plenty of people that I play with, and you can ask them how many times I beat the raid on hard, even after year 1. Never got it.
Look, dog.
I'm just saying.
All I'm doing is throwing out questions.
No, I know, but I'm just these are the answers I'm giving you. And there are other players out there, like on one of the Destiny podcasts I listen to. One guy was just like me. He got a Gjallarhorn the day before they nerfed it. I got a Gjallarhorn from Xur. I bought it from him. I had to. Why? Because that is another weapon. No matter how many Nightfalls I played, I never got it. And I'm not. And like, you know how people were getting weapons by making 3 characters, and then you could only do the Nightfall once a week. It was a weekly Nightfall. So they were doing the Nightfall 3 times a week, and that's how they were trying to get weapons. I couldn't do it, man. I couldn't do it. It's the same fucking mission. You want me to play that same hard-ass fucking mission 3 times in every week? And it's a corny-ass story mission. Like, my goodness. It's like one. If you're a Destiny player and you get out of Destiny, it is hard to get back in. And then like some people play the game like this. They're like, okay, I can't. The new content came out. I beat the content. I'm not gonna play it for another year. And then when another content comes out, I'll check it out. If I like it, I'll play it. If not, I just won't play it until the next content comes out. And I'm like, dude, I don't buy the content, so that works fine for me. But for somebody who's actually going to pay like the $20 or $25 for the DLC, I just think that's ridiculous.
Yeah, I do feel some type of way. I did spend $80 on that Taken King bundle.
Exactly my point.
I mean, but again, it was one of those things where it was fun, but like you said, I'm not the grind. If I really don't have that motivation to grind it out,
yeah,
I'm not going to.
But
so once it got to that point where I needed to, I'm done.
Yeah, and it's like it's got to be fun, but like I played that shit for a fucking year to no avail. Like, and you can only get rewards from the raids once a week. So like that was it. Like I made 2 warlocks and that was it. It was over. I would play the raid twice. I didn't get the Soros regime. I didn't get the Vex. Oh, and the reason you couldn't get it is because the Vex and I believe the Vex missile cast could only be dropped to one of the 6 players in the raid at a time. And it's random already. Dude, for real? You know how many times I was in a raiding party and watched someone else get it? And then they tell me how they have like 5 of them? And I still don't have one? Like, what the fuck do you want from me? Like... It's shit like that I can't deal with. And like I was telling, like I outlined in my long rant on Facebook, how I played from year 1 to year 2 and bought the Taken King, but then other people were able to purchase the Taken King, and like I paid $100 for my copy of Destiny, but there were people who bought Destiny the Taken King for $60, and I was just like, are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah.
Like, are you serious? I was like, dude, those 2 DLC packs were bullshit. Especially fucking the House of Wolves. It didn't have a raid. All it had was the Prison of Elders or the Challenge of Elders, and that was so fucking hard. And then after you beat it, you're just like, all right, well, scratching your head like with the dumb nigga look on, like, all right, well, what do I do now?
Looking like John Travolta. The John Travolta.
Yeah, you walking
around like, all right.
John Travolta from Pulp Fiction, just looking around. And shit. I'm like the Prison of Elders. I think maybe like a week just because I couldn't play it all at one time. And I'm like, come on, guy. This shit. But fuck it. That's Destiny in a nutshell, and that's how this whole gaming corner thing got started.
You good?
I'm good now. Yeah.
All right, and that concludes this week's gaming corner with Rel. Again, might be a different name next week.
Yeah, and I'll have something like legitimate to talk about next week. I don't really have too much news.
Well, look, that's just the whole thing. We're working on new things, ever evolving. Was this episode 8? So we gotta.
I thought it was 9.
9? Oh shit! Damn, fucked up. Well, I'm at.
I thought you listened to the old audio. You say it at the beginning of every episode.
Again, that was hours.
Yeah, hour difference.
Yeah, we just listen to the audio of where we left off. I ain't listened to a whole hour of me talking. So, yeah. Again, as I said, as things go on, we're gonna have new stuff. Different little segments, as they say, I guess.
Yeah, segments.
Whatever, like you say, needed to. Don't talk about games. That was one of the things where this podcast was meant for, to talk about games.
Oh, yeah. And we kind of just stayed away from games. I mean, we talked about it like when the Switch came out.
You talked about the Switch, yeah. You went on your, that you go on your rants about it. I will go on a rant about a movie eventually.
And and as you can see, like, I mean, I may sound biased against Destiny, but like when I talked about the Switch, I said all that good shit. I made fun of it with that flimsy ass fucking kickstand, and then putting the charger port in the bottom of the console. Stupid. You want me playing tabletop move when the shit about to die? I guess you got to lay it flat, or buy a stand. Like, stop making me pay extra for shit, Nintendo. Jeez.
That's what they do.
Oh man. But yeah. So.
I have nothing else.
Nothing else?
I have nothing else. I'm probably gonna go home and watch Fantastic Beasts.
I don't know why I thought you were about to say Fantastic Four.
No. Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. I had to talk myself out of buying the book this morning.
Fantastic Beasts.
Yeah.
Where to Find Them, there they are.
It comes with this cool ass fucking book. Like at Target, they got a book, right?
Yeah.
And then you open it. It got the chick who's in the movie. It has her ID card. In the Harry Potter world, all the pictures are moving pictures.
Yeah.
So it's actually like a lithograph. As you move it, she's moving. Like, oh shit! Like, I'm freaking out. 9:00 in the morning, a grown ass man with a Harry Potter book. Like, oh, and like there's just so much shit in the joint. Like if you look on my Facebook page, the joint I got right here, that's the fucking case that it came in.
Oh shit!
So the case pops up. It's a sleeve, but the sleeve pop open, and you got two of the beasts that he's fucking.
That's that little motherfucker that was stealing shit.
Exactly. Duh. So the plan is probably either for this weekend or probably the next couple days. I'm gonna watch Fantastic Beasts, and then I'm gonna go home. Then once I'm done that, I'm gonna put together my Fantastic Beasts Lego Dimension set and go to fuck the town.
Listen, you've got I don't care. Like you geek out all you want over Fantastic Beasts. You know, I've got a little shrine to my left of Power Rangers. So
yeah, dog. Trust me. I don't know what it is, but
everybody has this.
I got back
shit,
like
man.
You know how I get about Harry Potter, but it's
Yeah.
just I don't know, maybe because Fantastic Beasts was coming out. Like I'm just looking forward to this movie coming out on Blu-ray for the longest.
Like that one Harry Potter collection you got, man. It's fucking insane.
What the
Yeah, like the 110 disc set or whatever.
Oh yeah. It's like what's it, 37 discs, I think.
Yeah. That's when you know you went overboard.
No, man. I wish, and I had the money at the time, and I talked myself the fuck out of it. They had a box with basically 37 discs, but it folded out into like a chest. It had the Marauders map, a map of Hogwarts.
I think you were telling me about that actually.
It had fucking shelves and everything. When it first came out, it was like $500. And I'm saying like I said, I didn't have kids at the time.
Oh, you were just like YOLO.
I didn't have kids. Me and Teresa was both working full-time jobs.
Yeah.
So we had expendable income after we paid bills and shit. So I'm like, yo, I could get this. Man, I ain't gonna spend $500 on Blu-rays and DVDs. I look back at it now like, shit, I should have spent that $500 on them Blu-rays and DVDs. Because I know I would sit there and fuck with it every now and then.
And you watch them,
And that's the whole thing. Like every other week, well, probably every other month, I would sit down and watch all 8 of the Harry Potter movies.
Yeah.
Now I have 9, so I'm going to watch Fantastic Beasts, then wait a day to simulate that like 30-year span.
Oh shit.
Between it, then I'm gonna kick off the series with Harry. Dog.
That's fucking hilarious.
Johnny Depp gonna be in the next one?
Yeah.
Shit,
You saw Fantastic Beasts already, right?
yeah, man.
Oh, all right. Yeah, he was at the end of Fantastic Beasts. Right?
I know.
I fell asleep when I was kind of mad.
Oh, look,
I
dog.
was watching it at work, and that was the issue.
Oh, yeah.
That's why, like, I went out on the call, came back. Went out another call, came back, and then fucking did the charts, and then was sitting there, was just like, and I was gone. I woke up, was like, oh shit, Johnny Depp. What the fuck?
I watched that John.
Spoiler alert.
And it's funny, like you think I saw it when it first came out, and you think I'm over here still fucking geeked about it, like I've never seen it.
Yeah.
So far, everybody keep telling about it. Oh, you never seen it? No, I've seen it already. Like, why the fuck you sound like you've never seen it before?
Yeah, you do sound like that's why I said it. That's why I was like, whoa, you seen it, right? I was about to say, hey, Johnny Depp was at the end, and then I'd been like, oh damn, he didn't see it.
No, I knew that's Grigorievich. Yeah. So it's like, yo, did you hear that they even talking about getting Jared Harris to be a young Dumbledore? Well, that's what the fan base wants. Yeah. I think it'd be kind of cool because his father is Richard Harris, the original Dumbledore from the first 2 movies. Yeah. Even though me personally, I kind of like Michael Gambon as Dumbledore. I thought he was a little bit more jovial and, warm. Yeah. Richard Harris, no offense, he's pretty old. He had the sage Dumbledore.
Yeah.
Silence. But my Dumbledore is Michael Gambon. So I'm just trying to figure out who they're going to get as a young Dumbledore because sure you're going to have the Newt Scamander story going on in the next 4 movies they said they're going to have. Yeah. But the underlying thing is the whole war going on between Dumbledore and Grigorievich. I think Grigorievich? Is it? Think? Fuck it. Dog's going to be fucking crazy. Fucking coffee kicking in. I can't fucking wait. Yeah. I can't. And
this one I'm definitely going to go see in the movie theaters. What's the next one called? Is this going to be Fantastic Beasts 2?
I don't even know what they got it is.
Fantastic Beasts, and now we've got them. What do we do?
But that's the whole thing. You still got fuck, he just came to America. So he still got all these other continents. You know?
Yeah.
I want to see them explore more of the American magical houses.
That's what I was hoping. I was hoping they'd do something like that.
So I want to ask you something. How is it that the wizarding community is more welcoming than the regular Muggle community? You got a black prime minister, basically.
There's like no discrimination in the wizarding community. They don't give a fuck. That's trivial. We don't need to waste our time with such matters.
It's either you know magic or you don't.
Oh boy. So by next week, that episode 10. Maybe we should do something for episode 10. 10. Besides, well, we don't make any money off of these. So
Grindelwald. That was his name. What the fuck? Who's Grigorovich? What am I watching?
I was trying to think of his name too. He said
it's Grindelwald.
I wasn't going to correct
Grindelwald.
you.
No. If you would, thank you. I'm all tripping over here. But what was I watching with Grigorovich?
I was just like,
who is that? Who is that?
I don't know. Maybe there's a character from Arrow. I don't know.
What the hell was I watching?
You watch so many goddamn movies. Who knows? WrestleMania.
No. He wasn't Harry Potter.
Oh, well, there you go.
Yeah, he was a wand maker. I knew it had some fucking shit to do with it.
I'll have to edit out these awkward silences too.
Well, look, dog. I don't need to edit out awkward silences. They know what's going on. We're doing research.
I don't know. I want to sooner or later.
They can't talk and read at the same time.
Nah. We're not good at multitasking.
So I can multitask at certain points, but I can't talk and read and search
all at the same time.
Yeah, I'll end up fucking typing what I'm saying.
You do that too?
Like I could be looking up Harry Potter but talking about football. Like, yeah, Donovan McNabb. No, that's not what I'm looking for.
Oh man, yeah. So for episode 10, like, should we do anything? Like,
I don't know, Doug.
But like I was saying, like, I was gonna do something funny, like, to start the episode off, episode 10. I was gonna do something funny for it. And I'm like, I don't think we'll get in trouble. I don't think YouTube will say anything. Like, we don't get paid for this shit. It's completely free. Nobody watches it, so I think we'll fly under the radar. But we'll find out if the video gets flagged. If it gets flagged, I'm gonna be like happy actually. I'm like, damn, someone actually paid attention.
Somebody got mad, like, they got up to 10. I think now it's time to check in on them.
Yeah, let's see what they're doing. Wait, two black guys are YouTubers? Oh no, they're talking about fucking video games and comics and shit, movies? Nah. We gotta stop that shit. It's only room for one. You ever notice that? I don't know. Do you know any other like black YouTubers like that do like the shit that we talk about? I only know one.
What, me? Say no.
No.
I don't know.
Andre. He's a black nerd. Loves Power Rangers. I would love to meet him. Andre, black nerd comedy.
Who's
Really
Andre?
loves the. I guess his name's Andre. He loves the shit out of fucking Power Rangers, Ninja Turtles, all that shit.
Never met him.
I never met him either.
You sound like you know him. You know his first name basis with him.
Well, that's because that's what he says when he opens his videos.
I wouldn't know that.
See, that's what I'm talking about.
I'm so embarrassed.
We gotta get out there, man.
No, I'm about to go home and fucking read Harry Potter for the. I'm so embarrassed now.
You know the Comic-Con coming? The Great Philadelphia Comic-Con?
When, June?
Nah, I think it's next month. Which is like...
Who's going to be there? Nobody.
A couple Power Rangers will be there.
Oh, there you go. You got a reason to go.
Yeah,
I don't know.
No Jason David Frank, but Austin St. John. So I have his helmet. Might as well.
I don't know, but I read he was one of those people who's giving Bryan Cranston, giving what's his name? What's the dude who played Billy?
Oh, David Yost.
Yeah, was giving him issues.
Really?
Because he was gay. Yeah, they said that's Billy. You know, he said that's why he left. David Yost said he left.
I don't. Did he ever specifically say who? I never thought he did. I thought he just said like people that worked on the show. I thought he just left it general like that. I mean, you kind of figure like it probably wasn't Amy Jo Johnson. It probably wasn't Jason David Frank since they still talk. Yeah. So that's just like, oh, who could it be? And I don't know. That kind of would make a little sense because like when he left, is a little bit after Austin St. John came back. This is speculation. It's not confirmed. But but him leaving when Austin St. John came back, that is true because he left on while they were doing the Power Rangers Zeo. And he just left and never came back. That's why one random episode that Power Rangers Zeo, you turn it on, and Billy's an old man. Well, that's because he left. He gave them no notice. So they had to instantly, bam, write him out the story. Yeah. Another reason why I was like, if you thought he was going to cameo in that Power Rangers movie, if you thought he was coming back for that 21st season, like Legendary War, if you thought he was coming back for that shit, you're mistaken. Did you hear about that though?
What?
Last thing, and then we can go. But the anniversary episode where they brought back like past Rangers and stuff like that, they were asking like, this is straight from Karen Ashley. She was the second.
I know who that is.
I don't know.
Yeah, young girl, the black chick.
Yeah, she was saying like they were asking them to like come out there to do it for like no pay, and I'm like, motherfucker, like doesn't this show like film in New Zealand?
Oh, that's where it films?
Yeah, like I was like, this shit's nowhere around here anymore. Like, the fuck is on your biscuit? You think somebody's gonna come out there and do that for free? She's like, people have lives. I'm like, yeah, you're damn right. I don't blame you.
Yeah,
that's why you can't get a lot of them back. I'm like, not everybody can just take time out of their schedule and not make money to go fucking film for 2 days. You know what I'm saying?
Fun.
Yeah, for fun at that. Like, it would be awesome. But seriously?
I mean, if you got it like that, I guess people can. Hey,
Yeah, but not everybody got it like that.
Yeah.
I'm like, shit, I might have it like that, but grown up how I grew, I probably still be like, you must have lost your fucking mind.
But there was some, there's been stories of some actors who did shit for free.
Yeah, I'm quite sure some of them.
Was it Johnny Depp, Jude Law? A couple people gave their pay to Heath Ledger's daughter for the Imaginarium of Dr. Parnassus.
That's how you pronounce that last name?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yes.
You don't look too certain.
No.
I'm fucking with you. I don't know.
Yeah. And they were saying that they did it. They did it to fill in his parts, and then they donated their pay to like her college fund.
Well, this ain't them donating the pay to someone's college fund.
No, I'm just saying, but you still working for free.
I mean, I get it, but it's for a good cause. And I guess this is a good cause to come out and support the community, but.
Fuck
I mean, don't worry. That series was shit anyway.
Yeah, fuck all that, right?
And I love Power Rangers to death, but Super Mega Force was god awful. Love the cast though. Acting was bad, but the cast was cool.
I'm still upset at myself, Doc.
Don't worry about it. You'll get them next week.
Nah, Doc.
You'll get them next week. Don't worry.
It's gonna fuck with me.
Someone's gonna leave a nasty comment though.
I know.
I don't know what the fuck he's talking about.
I know. That's what I'm going.
Don't worry about it.
I'm going home. I'm going cornhole a drunk now. Watch.
Don't. Just imagine if people start listening to like the shit we say. Some of it's got to be wrong. Sooner or later, they'll start fact checking us. Sooner or later, someone will start fact checking us, and then I'm gonna start putting in the comments. Actually, it's like this. This is what happened.
Yeah, you're right, but
sooner or later, someone will fact check me on Power Rangers eventually. They'll try to anyway, and they'll find out that they're wrong, and I was right. Well, or I probably won't be, and I'm probably wrong. Who knows?
Well, yeah.
All right. Well, I guess that's
yeah. I mean, pretty much.
I know, because you're like, he's like deep in thought over here, looking up Harry Potter shit. Oh man, I gotta stop hitting the mic too. That's so funny.
Duh. Fucking hate that I'm in school now. I fucking hate it. I don't have time to read shit. All I'm doing is reading the Constitution now.
I've got one more month of freedom, man. I gotta make it last.
Go fuck yourself. You got a month of freedom, dog.
Yeah, man. I've been living a life since fucking December.
Exactly. Like, dog, they're fucking reading this damn I'm reading the whole fucking American Constitution now. I got American politics.
Oh man, that sounds so dry.
It is, but then a lot of the post and class for the weekly post. Oh, that's some entertaining shit. Like Teresa taking the fucking politics class too in her school. Oh, dog. You see the people come out. Yeah, but we get at y'all next week.
We'll get up and at them.
Episode 10.
10.
And
10.
yeah, that's all I can say. Rel, as always, the plugs.
You can find the Fanboy Lair at the fanboylair.wordpress.com. You can listen to every episode of this podcast, but who the fuck would want to do that? You can also find every episode of this podcast at YouTube. Occasionally we post things on that website too. Occasionally.
Did you post the article?
You never sent it to me.
Yes, I tagged you in it, nigga. I thought that was enough.
That was enough. What, motherfucker? No, I need the document. I posted HTML. Fuck, come on, guy.
Fucking dick balls. All right, I'll send it to you.
Well, guess there's a new article coming.
What the fuck, man?
No, I seriously, if I thought that's what you wanted me to do, I could have just copied and pasted it and put it in a Word myself. But I didn't know you wanted me to do all that extra work. I thought you just
didn't know
document.
It was fucking extra work. Like I did.
Well, yeah.
I thought you were just posting the link from Movie Pilot.
I could do that. Is that what you want me to do?
That's what I thought you were going to do to make it easier.
Oh, I didn't know. I wanted the. How did I want it?
Because I put the website information at the end of the article.
Yeah.
So I figured, hey, you got the link here. You can still go to the bottom and see where other shit is. But hey, you had to know it was here since you clicked on this link. It's a full circle.
Right. Are you gonna do anything else? I like your articles anyway.
I'm gonna probably
I mean, if you got the time, of course.
Do a 600-word bashing of myself of not knowing Harry Potter. This is gonna be like it's gonna be grade school shit. Just like I will know who the fuck everybody is in Harry Potter. 600 times.
No.
Copy and paste it.
Anyway.
I was honestly I was thinking I was talking to Teresa about something. I couldn't remember what the subject was going to be about. But I'm working on something. I want to put out something probably once a week or once every 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Baby steps.
That's fine. I mean, shit. We're not getting paid for this, so you get the content whenever we damn well please.
Yeah. Look, dog, eventually I want to be able to get money so I won't feel like a slob.
Well, we gotta get some more foot traffic going here. But we will. I mean, this is only episode 9.
Yeah, I got to, man. My nephew's fucking 14 and have more followers than I do on YouTube.
Wow, he's got like 30 followers.
Look, man, that's double digit more than we got.
Hey, you damn right. Wait, what does he do exactly?
Dude,
People
fucking
are probably like, just shut the fuck up and end the podcast. No,
yeah, pretty. No, all he does is fucking he plays the fucking app games and somehow he got the game broadcasting while he playing the shit.
No, I know people that do that too.
He's fucking playing Geometry Wars or whatever the fuck that shit is.
I love Geometry Wars. What's his YouTube handle? I'm gonna watch. I'm going to follow him.
No, don't do that.
I'm gonna follow him and just dislike all of his videos.
Yeah,
that'd be so fucked.
I'll pull a Kevin Owens.
That's so fucking funny. But yeah. Oh, plug. Where I leave off at? Yeah, occasionally we post things. That's where I left off at. On SoundCloud, you can find the latest episode on SoundCloud and nothing more because we're cheap bastards. You want us to post all the episodes on SoundCloud? We'll pass to have a sound. No, I'm playing. Don't do that. Don't pass to have a sound. Please pass. But yeah. So you can find the latest episode on SoundCloud, and only the latest episode. If you want to watch any of the old shit, either at the fanboylair.wordpress.com or at YouTube. If you ever want to send us any mail for some reason, I don't know. I'm just saying the fanboylair@gmail.com. That's you. Look, it's a thing. And you can do it if you'd like. Other than that, just leave a comment somewhere. One of our phones will ring and one of us will answer.
Yeah, pretty much. More than likely, Rel will answer.
Yeah, more than likely me. And I'll tell you, like, go fuck yourself. No,
you'll get a like from me, pretty much.
Yeah.
Oh, he saw it. Yeah.
Oh, you left a comment? Good job.
Yeah. That's right. Keep them coming.
But that just about does it for the plugs, man.
All right. Well, I'll let y'all next week. Y'all be safe. Take it easy. I'm going to go home and watch Harry Potter. Peace.